Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today we're gonna be talking about like embarrassing / awkward moments that I've been through, and I'm sure you probably have been through these moments, but I don't know. So I'm gonna go over some that I personally have gone through, and it should be funny. Let's get started. Big one for me is when you graduate or you're on summer vacation or your spring break and you see your teachers in public. It's like, you live outside of school? You don't sleep there? Wait a minute, you have a life? I remember I was sitting at the grocery store and I hated my English teacher from middle school. I was in high school at this time and I hated my middle school English teacher. Her name was Miss Torres, and she would drink Red Bull every day. And it's okay if you drink 1 can a day. This girl would chug Red Bulls per period. Like in my class, she would have drunk at least 4 Red Bulls. I was at the grocery store and she just turns around the corner, and you pray that this girl does not remember your name. Karen, oh my God, hey, how have you been? Go away. And you just have that awkward exchange of eye contact, and then you run away. Or if you're a normal person, you actually have a conversation with them. I don't know. Me and my friends, we went to the Renaissance Festival, and it was like a high school field trip, and it was a high school field trip, but it was also for like middle school kids. A lot of the middle school teachers were also there. How many teachers I must have run into? But I saw Miss Torres come around the corner. Me and my friend, we both had her in our class, and we didn't recognize her at first, but she recognized us, and she was like, "Oh, hey girls." And we're like, "Who are you?" And my friend, she slapped me on the arm. She's like, "Karen, that's Miss Torres, that's Miss Torres." And I was like, oh my God. So that happened. Next. Now, I have braces, okay? So once a month, I have to go to the orthodontist to get them tightened. Tightened? Yep. So once a month, I have to go to the orthodontist. And he never wears, the little mask things. He never wears them. So when he's doing your teeth or he's checking your braces, and he just is looking down at you and he's talking to you, and sometimes spit just comes out. I don't know if he does this on purpose. I mean, I hope not. This one time I was lying there and he's talking to me. Now, spit. He said, "How are you?" Right onto my nose, and I almost had a heart attack. I said, Sir, you did not." No, I didn't say that. I'm too cool enough. I finally decided to sit there and just wait for him to stop looking at my mouth so I can wipe it off. I actually went to the orthodontist yesterday, and he has gloves on when he's looking at your mouth. And at the very end, he's checking out my mouth, he goes boop with his glove, which was wet because his finger was in my mouth. So the glove was wet, and then he touches my nose. I mean, I know it's my own saliva, but I don't want it on my nose. And just boop. I'm not 5 years old. Boop. What is this? I don't know what this is. Another awkward moment was you're at the dentist's office, you're lying there, and there's 5 hands in your mouth. Yesterday I had to go to my orthodontist. He had to take these top braces off. Then I had to go to my regular dentist where she had to fill in a cavity. And then I had to go back to my orthodontist where he had to put the braces back on. So within that time span, I had 5 or 6 hands within my mouth, which I never thought that would happen, but it did. And they would constantly be asking me, "Oh, are you okay? How was your day? Where are you gonna go for college? Blah, 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 blah." And their hands are in your mouth. How are you gonna respond? You're just like, oh. That doesn't, no. I mean, she'd ask me if I was okay, and I'd just give her a thumbs up. But don't ask me how my day was and where I'm going for college when your hands are in my mouth. I can't speak. I just spit everywhere. Another awkward moment, at least for me, it was extremely awkward. I don't know about everybody else, but for me it was extremely awkward. And I had a friend, and we would call her Sam, and we're friends now. But about a year ago, we were not. I completely pretty much cut her off out of my life. We just separated. It's not like we had a big argument or something. We stopped being friends. We literally just had we grew apart, you know. So a year passed. I have not talked to this girl, not seen this girl. Low-key was kind of mad at her because she also like kind of cut me out when I was still trying to be her friend, and she was like, just give up. And I was like, let's not give up, because like we're in love, so like, can we not? And she was basically cut me off, so I was mad at her. But that's why I pretty much stopped talking to her for like a year. And a year later, a year had passed. We did not talk at all. And I was at the movies with my school. We went on a field trip to the movie theater. How cool is that? So we walked into the building and we walk up to the movie theater room, and there's 2 workers there passing out popcorn and drinks to the kids. And this girl hands me my popcorn, and I didn't even recognize her. And she goes, Karen? I thought I saw a ghost. This girl, oh my God, I haven't seen her in a year. It was so awkward. I was, hi, bye. I mean, it's all cool now though, because we're friends, but my face turned white. I didn't know what to say. I didn't even recognize her. Look, kind of low key ignored her. It was very embarrassing. So next. Now this is awkward, embarrassing, disgusting. So if you don't like poop, don't watch the rest of the video, or just skip over a little bit, okay? So I was walking my dog Bella, who is a 100-pound German Shepherd, and I was walking her on my bike, or running her on my bike. I was on my bike, she was next to me on the leash, and we were running. And as we were running, she starts to poop. So I stopped the bike, and she poops. And I stop the bike, I get off the bike, I leave her still attached to the bike. I leave her attached to it, and I got my poop bag, about to pick it up, and a car had driven by, and so she freaked out, and she started to run. Now when she was running, she dragged my bike with her because she was still attached to it. I tried grabbing my bike, which then pulled me, and then I landed in the poop, and the bike was in the poop, and we got dragged through the poop, and she was dragging me. She was gone. I don't know why I kissed my finger, but I did. She was gone, and I had to let go of the bike because I didn't want to keep her from dragging me, so I let go of the bike. She eventually got unattached from the bike. It was covered in poop. My bike was covered in poop, but I didn't even care at that time. I was like, I need to get my baby. So I started to run. I was running and running and running, and I couldn't catch up to her. And we were on the sidewalk where the poop was and stuff, and then across that was the street. And she started to run across the street, and in my neighborhood, we have a lot of construction going on right now because it's a new neighborhood, so they're building a lot of houses. And this huge construction truck is coming towards my dog, and I'm yelling at him, stop, stop, stop. He stops. Luckily, heaven, thank you, Lord, he stops. And my dog keeps running. She ends up running home. I'm chasing her, and she ends up just running home, which is fine. But I end up having to go all the way back, get my bike, wash it down with the hose, having to be like, Mom, I'm covered in poop. Can you wash my clothes? She washes my clothes. I take a shower. It was embarrassing. And there was a neighbor outside doing his garden, mowing his lawn. So he saw the whole ordeal of me being dragged through poop. He did nothing to help me, so that was that. Next! I don't know why I keep doing that. So another awkward moment. Actually, it's awkward and scary. I was me and my mom, we were at a hair salon, and she was getting her hair done, I was getting my hair done, but she's getting her hair colored, so it naturally takes a lot longer. And I wanted to sit in the car because my haircut was already done. So I leave the building and go sit in the car. At least what I think is my car. I sit and the door's open. I climbed in, I sat down, and I'm sitting there for like a good 10 minutes before I realize, oh shit, this isn't my car. I looked to the side and I noticed that there was like McDonald's like in the driver's seat, like on the ground. And then I look in the back and there's a car seat. And I was like, what? And then my mom, in our car, we had like these little charms hanging from the rearview mirror, and those weren't there. So I was like, oh crap, I'm in the wrong car. I jumped out of the car, I ran back inside the hair salon, I told my mom, and she just started laughing at me. Luckily, you know, there was no one else in the car when I sat in the car, and luckily nobody came out that owned the car, that saw me in their car. Can you imagine how awkward that would be if you just saw a random person in your car? I'd call the police. So luckily that didn't happen, and I got out of the car, told my mom, she laughed her ass off, and we went home. But that was very traumatizing for me. 9 or 10 years old, I would be at the park a lot because my brother, he did like football, so we would go to his practice and there'd be like a lot of little kids there that I would hang out with and we would play. Or I would babysit them basically. And this one time, I think that we've all had this experience where you accidentally, like, you push a kid too hard, or you like accidentally knock them over, and they end up crying, and they run to their parents, and their parents are like, "What happened?" And like the younger kids are at the age where they can't really explain what happened, so you just have to like lie basically, be like, "They fell down a hill a couple times." Like, no, what? No, I didn't push them. I didn't hit them. What? They fell down a hill. That didn't happen. Okay, yeah, I pushed them, but it was an accident. But when that would happen, when I accidentally like hit a kid too hard or, you know, be too rough, I would always tell the parents that it was something else, like they fell down a hill or they tripped on a shoelace or a banana or something. But I was a little kid, I didn't know any better. But I just didn't want to get in trouble. I was saving my own ass, okay? I didn't want to get in trouble by my mother. So I lied. Now that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me any of y'all's awkward moments, and if you've had any like awkward moments that are like mine. Okay, bye!